Joining me once again from the Organic Foot is my friend, Dr. Dawn. How are you?
Good, Donna. How are you?
Good. So we get to celebrate life sometimes in the studio. We get to have like our girls' night where we're bringing in Asian fusion food and we've got
That was
Asia
excellent.
up on. So much fun. And when we were talking as friends, I discovered that you have something new, some new growth in your company. So what are you doing?
So a new location here on Long Island. So that's exciting since this is where I reside. So the commute is not so bad. So I'm still in Manhattan, but now I have a location in Woodbury on Jericho Turnpike. So very exciting. Focusing more on my brand, the
Okay.
Organic Foot. So there's more of a natural influence, more of an Eastern medicine influence with reflexology. And custom orthotics, foot health.
I know. Custom orthotics. I know I still need to bring you my feet. I know
Yes.
that I do. I did not even realize how important it is for that arch or, to have that type of support. We walk on our feet. We
Yeah.
abuse our feet. It's
You know-
ridiculous the amount of like traction and tension that all goes down into the ground.
Absolutely. And it's all about biomechanics.
Okay.
I was actually writing an article last night on what happens when the foot collapses. And we actually see that very, very often. The arch comes down because our feet become so weak. And it's just how we live in society today. We're not barefoot. We're not engaging all the musculature of the foot, making the foot strong. And when the foot is strong, it holds the foot in proper alignment. It holds all the joints in place the way they're supposed to be. So once they get weak, the arch comes down. We go into some fancy term we call overpronation. And when that happens, we see bunions, hamatoes, neuromas, but even worse, we see knee pain, back pain, hip pain. So really, alignment is so important, and it comes down to the basics. It really comes down to working out those feet.
And also during pregnancy, you talk about the hip pain, everything is out of alignment. What ends up happening, I believe, is that after you have the baby, your whole body, your whole skeletal system, plus your feet grow a half a size. Have you noticed that or no?
Yeah, so
Okay.
you know what that's about.
What?
So that is about ligamentous laxity. So when we're pregnant, we secrete certain hormones that actually make our ligaments lax. And we notice that in the foot, we have that as well. So the arch starts to come down. So our feet are not actually growing, but they're coming down, and they are growing in some regard, right? So we're still going to another shoe size.
It's
So
just like butter that just kind of spreads
Exactly.
out. Okay.
And that's
Because
what
yes, I
happens.
always was a 7 and now I'm a 7.5.
Yeah.
And I thought it was an old wives' tale, but it's kind of true.
It happens, but it happens because of the ligamentous laxity. Yeah.
Okay. So if you have ligamentous laxity, you can also get
So custom orthotics.
you can get an orthotic that'll help you build that back up.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. Most of us are not in our proper alignment just because our feet are so weak. Sometimes it's genetic. Sometimes it's influenced by shoe gear. But oftentimes it's weakness in the foot. So toe raises, heel raises, they're great exercises that you can do anywhere to strengthen the musculature. Walking barefoot is excellent. Some people may disagree with that. I like those grip socks. Great Soles has a great grip sock, but I like grip socks for that reason. You could walk around and have some protection, but you're utilizing the foot. The foot, actually, just to go in a little biomechanics.
No, I'm loving it, Dr. Dawn. Bring it on, bring it on.
I don't know. Once I start, I can't stop. But the foot actually moves in 3 planes. So it moves, in one plane, dorsiflexion, plantarflexion, abduction, adduction. And then we have another plane, right? Our sagittal plane where it's eversion, inversion.
It's like the Macarena. Da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da,
So-
right? So your foot
Yeah.
does these things.
And it does those things because at one point in time when we were walking barefoot, we were adapting to certain terrains, right? So the foot is extremely mobile. But again, it's meant to be strong, and we're losing that when we're in shoes. And of course, most of us are working all day long and we're not we're not getting that exercise in. So take your shoes off.
Take your shoes off, everybody. Go barefoot.
Yeah.
Have some fun.
RX, prescription. Go for a beach walk.
I love that. And you're right.
Without your shoes.
It's not just the thing that we put into our new fashion accessory, right? It's not about the cool new shoes or the sneaker culture. It's what's inside the shoe that counts.
Right. So we want that support. I like it, Donna.
You like it?
I like it a lot.
I'm feeling it. I'm going for it.
I think last time we were together, you said, oh, wait a minute, a custom orthotic, that's making every shoe custom. And I said, that's it, Donna.
I could come up with them all day long. It makes me happy to work with, people like yourselves and brands and causes because I feel like you could bring so much value, right? And you have so much education. Like I didn't have to become a foot doctor. You did that for me, right? All I have to do is shine a light on you. So I thank you for being here. And thank you for explaining to me why I went from a 7 to a 7.5.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Thank you for joining me.
Oh, thank you for having me, Donna.
And I will come and have my feet measured with you.
Yes, because then you have to speak about how it feels.
I promise I'll
do
it.
it. And a little reflexology, right?
A little reflexology. Sounds good. Oh, and before we wrap up, is there any type of soap that you recommend for people to wash their feet so that they're not over chemicaled? Because there's the biggest, I guess your cells, right? Your pores are on your feet and on your hiney.
250,000 sweat glands per sole.
Okay.
So, absorption is powerful at the foot. I always say go as clean as possible with all your products. What you want to avoid are parabens, phthalates, SLS, these harmful chemicals that are known carcinogens. And they're in, I hate to say it, many of our self-care products, including our soaps. So you want to avoid that as much as you can. I'm a big fan of Epsom salt. That's an oldie but goodie for inflammation, pain, end of the day. Just
get your toxins out of your feet.
That's a great one.
Love it.
So
thank you. So much
soak
fun.
in your Epsom salt.
So from Dr. Donna and me, we were telling you soak in those Epsom salts. Thank you for watching. And from your head to your toe and fingertip to fingertip, we care about you. Be well.